Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode, guys. So just before we get into this, guys, I want to know your guys' opinion on the new Preston North End kit. I'll leave a picture of it on screen now if you've not seen it yet, but yeah, like I said, guys, let me know what you think of the Preston North End kit in the comments down below. I quite like it, if I'm being honest. I quite like the away kit and the home kit. It's a bit different to what we've normally had, so yeah, I'm quite a fan of it. But getting into today's episode of Career Mode, guys, our first game will be against Liverpool at home. So obviously this was going to be a big test for us playing against Liverpool. However, they're not actually doing too well in the league in this career mode. I think they're about mid-table, the same range as we are at the moment, so definitely underachieving by their high standards. But from the start they get off to, you will have not known that as they get the ball into the box and Sturridge somehow managed to head them 1-0 in front after just 2 minutes had gone by as well. It was an absolutely demoralising start for us, and it was actually Daniel Bentley. I'm not sure what he was doing here. If you watch the replay, I'm pretty sure it's Tom Clark who gets in his way. It's very unfortunate here. It's actually Origi here who gets the crossing. It's a good ball in, but Tom Clark gets in the way of the keeper, and Sturridge in the end has a very easy header. As you can see there, Tom Clark gets in the way of him, and Sturridge just has an easy header to put that in. But nevertheless, we do actually manage to get a bit back into this, guys. We managed to get a bit of a momentum switch here. Get the ball with Ince. Ince has a shot, but in the end, it's a good save from Mignolet. Can't manage to forge that goal just yet, guys, but we're still in the first half here. We get the ball with Van La Parra. He plays the ball up to Adam Reach. Adam Reach then gets the ball to Rico Henry, who's been fantastic for us since we've signed. We've not actually had, you know, he's been a number 2 really, but he gets it into the box, and somehow Lovren is actually with the own goal there, and you can see Rico Henry celebrating. It's actually Lovren. I thought it was Joe Garner when that goal actually went in, but as you can see by this replay there, it was actually Lovren with the own goal to take it past his own keeper, and that actually goes back into this match, guys. That meant that it was 1-1, but they were not messing about Liverpool. As you can see there, Firmino with a fantastic opportunity to score, just going wide here. It actually clips the post as it goes wide. Look at that. Fantastic from him, so close to scoring, and Liverpool were persisting with their pressure. They get the ball here with Sturridge. Bentley doesn't know whether to come out or come back in, but in the end he manages to tip it over the bar. A good chip from Sturridge, a good attempt by him, but he just can't manage to break the back of the net with that one. But nevertheless, we're still going forward attacking here. We got the ball with Gardner. Gardner gets the ball, finds the ball to Codger at the back post, but he just can't manage to get that one in. It hits the side netting. Very unfortunate indeed for Codger. And in the end, guys, that actually was how that match did finish. So 1-1 against Liverpool. Considering where they are in the table, you know, they're around where we are, so that's not a bad result for us in all honesty. And then, guys, the next match that we are coming up against will be West Brom. So for this match, guys, I actually decided to simulate it. Obviously, I want this season to keep ticking along. I don't want to stagnate on a couple of months here and there, so we decided to simulate the match against West Brom, as I thought that our team would have enough to beat this West Brom side, hopefully. So we do actually decide to simulate it, and in the end it actually finishes 1-1, which isn't, in all honesty, a bad result. As you can see there, Greg Cunningham getting the goal, so that's not too bad for us, in all honesty. A 1-1 draw against West Brom, it'll keep us ticking along really. And our next match is actually away to Man City, so this is the match I really wanted to get to in today's episode, guys. We're wearing our away kit, and we're sticking with this 4-3-1-2 formation for the time being. As you can see, we've got Joe Garner and Steve May up front, but I actually decided to swap out Garner and for Codger, and I decided to swap out May for Beckford. I'm changing up the partnerships up front really to I'm still trying to find the best way of scoring goals really in this career mode, and Jamie Walker playing in behind the strikers. Hopefully he'll have a good match in today's game, guys. But honestly, this was probably the toughest match I've ever played on career mode. This game that you're about to see it's pretty hectic, if I'm being completely honest. It's pretty hectic to put it one way, but City just get off to a magnificent start here. Navas whips the ball in for Cavani, and Cavani manages to head home for 1-0 so early on in the match. It was so demoralising for our confidence to the squad, but it's a fantastic header from Cavani, and when you're coming up against Cavani and you've got defenders like Van der Linden and Bailey Wright in your back four, it's just so hard to keep up with them. And then in the end, Cavani manages to make it 2-0. When only 10 minutes had gone by this point, guys, and we were already 2-0 down. I honestly couldn't see a way back for us from here, guys, but honestly, in this match, it only goes on to get worse from here. Yet again, we're only in the 15th minute here. They whip a ball, fantastic ball out to Sterling. Sterling was on fire in this match, by the way, guys. He gets the ball into Rabiot, and what a finish that was. He rifles it past Daniel Bentley in the Preston North End net, who has been fantastic for us this season, but today, he just wasn't at it, and you can't really blame him, you know. He wasn't getting any cover from his defence in today's episode, and so you can't really blame him for that. And then Kevin De Bruyne gets a good chance there, but Bentley this time is called upon to save, and he does well to save that at his near post. It was a very powerful shot from Kevin De Bruyne here. You'll see a replay of it here. He hits that very powerfully from a tight angle as well, but Bentley manages to make a good save. But then we get a chance here. Simpson runs into the box, and we actually managed to get a penalty, a massive call from the referee. It was a penalty. You'll see the replay in a second, guys, but it's actually, I think it's Dreyer who brings him down, the Belgium, and it's definitely a penalty here, just inside the box. I thought it might have been a free kick, but who else could take it but Jermaine Beckford, who manages to get it into the back of the net. He fantastically buries that and sends Willy Caballero the wrong way. I'm not really sure why he's playing Willy Caballero, but you know, maybe because Joe Hart's been awful, you know, after the Euros, who knows. But I thought that may be the sign of a comeback coming on here, but Cavani's got the ball here. He manages to work his way into the box very nicely. He gets the ball in, and what a goal that was in the end. Kevin De Bruyne this time is who gets his goal. That made it 4-1 to Man City. And honestly, we were getting into the time now. This was just getting humiliating, absolutely. Sterling gets the ball here. He manages to do Bailey Wright not once but twice. He manages to murk off Bailey Wright. He gets it into Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure makes it 5-1 to Manchester City. I'm fairly sure this is the biggest defeat we've ever had in this Preston career mode, and it was just absolutely humiliating in the end that we just couldn't get anywhere near them. Obviously, I am playing this career mode on legendary difficulty, so it is pretty hard to, you know, keep up with the big teams like Manchester City. So far, we've not done too bad playing the big teams, but this game just, I couldn't do anything about it. I could do absolutely nothing about it. And in the end, guys, that was actually how that match did finish. It finished a humiliating 5-1, and honestly, we just need to bounce back from this, because that was, honestly, after a humiliating game like that, we just need to get back into the rhythm of things. So I decided to simulate the game against Southampton and really just hope for a win, which will pick up our squad morale by a lot, I'm thinking of. So we decided to simulate this match against Southampton, and in the end, it actually finishes 2-0 to Preston. So thank goodness we managed to get a win after that just awful display against Manchester City. But a 2-0 display against them, Dak and Bailey Wright with the goals, so not too bad in the end, guys. But this next match was actually coming up against QPR, guys. So and QPR are actually bottom of the league at this point, and they're bottom by a lot. I'm pretty sure they might have already been relegated by this point, guys. So going away to Loftus Road, this just was a must win for us, guys, just because we wanted to build on the momentum that we got from the Southampton win. We just needed a win into this game, really, because you know, anything but a win in this game just would have been awful for us. And we actually get off to a positive start here with Kodja toying with his man. The thing I don't like about this formation is it just forced the strikers out to play a little bit wide. Kodja manages to get the ball back in the end, but actually Rob Green makes a good save and Kodja is denied in the end. But honestly, in this match, not a lot was happening. Neither team was really creating much chances, but as you can see here, QPR are on the ball, and a nice passing move this actually is. Some very intricate passing here from the team that's bottom of the league. Matt Phillips gets the ball. He manages to spot across into the back post, and QPR manages to take the lead in this match. I honestly couldn't believe this, but I don't know what to change at this point, guys. Whether it's the system, whether it's the players, whether it's their confidence, I don't know what it is at this point in time, but we just can't seem to buy a win. A fantastic move from QPR, this. You know, this is the sort of thing that you don't expect from the bottom of the league. But Matty Phillips with a fantastic ball across the box, and we couldn't do much about that. And in the end, guys, that was actually how that match did finish, guys. Literally, nothing else happened in this match. We couldn't forge any more chances, they couldn't forge any more chances, and the ball was just really getting bogged down in midfield, and it was very disappointing in the end, if I'm being completely honest. So we'll just go straight into our next match, guys, which is actually against Aston Villa. So us and Aston Villa are at very similar points in the league this season, and so you could already tell this was going to be a tough match for us. But you know, considering how we've done it in this episode so far, but really we just wanted to bounce back from this, and so this is the team I decided to go with. I decided to switch the team up a little bit and change the formation to a 4-3-3, as the system we've been playing through the rest of this episode hasn't really been working for us so far. So we're going with this system, guys, but it's actually Villa who actually get the opening chance here with AU, who just hits the crossbar. We get so fortunate there, and yet again, lightning strikes twice as he gets the ball back here and hits the crossbar again. I just couldn't believe this. They hit the crossbar in the space of 3 minutes. They hit the crossbar twice. So unlucky here from AU. A fantastic effort there, but he just cannons off the crossbar and can't go in the end, guys. But a fantastic run here. Luckily, Van La Parra manages to pick that up. He manages to beat 1 man, 2 men, 3 men coming in, 4 men, but he just can't get his finish away. He did so well to beat 4 men then, but he just couldn't finish it in the end. And in the end, guys, it was actually a stalemate. It actually did finish 0-0 in the end, which wasn't the best result, but honestly, it would probably pick our confidence up from that QPR draw, from the QPR defeat, sorry. So going into this Everton match, guys, I decided to completely switch up the team, as we're looking for goals, so I decided to put an emphasis on the attacking impetus for this match, guys. We're playing a 3-5-2 formation, but it's actually, once again, we get off to an awful start. Baines whips the ball in for Naismith, and Naismith takes the lead for Everton, and we just can't seem to get off to good starts in this match, guys. I just don't know what it is, but I think through this whole episode, we've not scored the opening goal once yet. So really demoralising stuff for us. But we get the ball here with Joe Garner. Garner finds a bit of space on the edge of the box, and what a goal that was in the end from Joe Garner. A fantastic finish. He just rifled that into the back of the net, and that's what we want to see from Joe Garner more. He just drops his shoulder. You'll see the replay in a second. I think he goes around Coleman. As you can see, they're looking very demoralised, but fantastic move. It's actually Bradley Dack who starts the move. A great bit of intricate passing. He manages to drop his shoulder, and look at that. He rifles it past Tim Howard, who must be getting on in this career mode now. But that's what we want to see more. We want to see more of that from Joe Garner. We get the ball here with Walker. Walker goes for a speculative effort, just flies wide of the post in the end, guys. And you never really know when you take on those sort of shots. I thought I'd go for one here, and he was actually very close in the end. Tim Howard didn't make it look like it was that close because he didn't dive, but it was actually very close in the end, guys. But Everton then, we couldn't allow them to get anything in the last minute. The ball whips in, but somehow Charlie Austin manages to head wide. You'd put your money on Charlie Austin banging that into the back of the net from there, but on this occasion he doesn't manage to do so, and so in the end it actually finished 1-1, which overall probably would be the fairest result from this match, if I'm being completely honest with how the momentum of the overall match went, guys. So to wrap up this episode, guys, as you can see, we are currently 11th in the league table, and we only actually have 6 games left of this season. So in the next episode we'll probably wrap up the series, guys. So let me know in the comments down below if you do want me to continue this series afterwards and plan for next season now. So whether you want to see a season 3 of the Preston career mode, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, guys, that will wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching. Check out all links in the description down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.